What's up guys, it's me Jack and today we are in. So we are going to start, I'm going to give City Skylines 2 a chance to sort of, if I could get another series out of it. So what I might, because unfortunately the way generally how like my channel kind of goes, like especially with the amount of games I have, it's like there's not much games for me to like work with. Like it feels like every upload schedule is like a very complicated. It's like we don't oftenly get much done. You know, it's like I have a very small amount of actual like different games on my channel, because obviously I've quitted a lot of games and it makes my channel look like just a very repetitive kind of pattern. So I'm going to try add some new games, even the ones I may not be a fan of. I might even give this a chance, since there's been a lot of updates with the game, and I'm honestly hoping this is going to be a pretty good like sort of city we're going to build. So yeah, I am going to name my town Egleville. So yeah, because obviously my surname is Egley. So yeah, so what should we do then? I think the most efficient way to get electricity over is maybe a wind turbine. It costs 17,000, and like an appropriate place is obviously on top of a hill, knowing my school knowledge. On top of a hill is the most appropriate place for these kind of things. Then I'll connect to that, and then I will bring this over here, as you can see. And then I will obviously go down the road, underground, and past all this, you know, just to get the whole place connected together. So there we go. So what we need to do is build. We need to build our sort of like our starting point. Maybe what I might do then is remove this junction, because I want to kind of make my own kind of start. I want to start it sort of all by myself. I want to kind of do my own kind of thing for the start of a city. Like I don't want it to do it for me. I wanted to kind of do it myself, you know, kind of independently. So it kind of makes more sense this way to me. And I'll remove this junction. So it means I'll have to deal with the wires. Oops, right, okay, I'm gonna delete some of this. Oops, wait, I need to go under. To delete the underground. Yeah, I'm removing this junction. Dean Highway, what the hell? I'm gonna try maybe label some stuff though, not just call it the weirdest names. I personally think that's a bit strange, generally. So I am going to make a motorway. I've got the classics. I'm just going to this point, since I don't have all the stuff yet, what I'm gonna do is use what I can basically. So I may just maybe not like that. I think the easiest way to do this is if I do it like that and kind of do the same thing sort of going out of there, and then I will do a bit of connection like that. Then I'll do the same exact thing for that. As you can see, that's what I did. Then I will do the same thing for this side. It's working well, and I've obviously got left-hand traffic, because I am British. I said it's European, and I've got British plots. So yeah, I got the British pack. It may not be the most realistic thing in the world, like that's kind of what annoyed me about it. It didn't seem that realistic to me, but it's what I will try work with it. Right. And sometimes this game gets a bit laggy. When I played it before, like quite a few times, it started lagging. And again, this is one of the games that I have tried to forgive, give another chance, and it just didn't work out. Because, well, some things just generally weren't working the best. But, I'm obviously, since I do give it another chance, like, if it works well, you know, the game is kind of worth playing. But, however, oh, hey, yeah, give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it's just my sister. Right, okay. So, I'm just gonna double check. I'm a bit scared. Right, okay, that's good. Right, okay. So, as I was saying, like, it's worth playing, like, if you kind of understand the gist of it, you know? Like, if you kind of get how the game works, it'll practically be like your best friend. It's like, it'll work well, you know? Like, it works really well. And, you know, I did fall out with this game a few times. I gave it a few chances, but at times it didn't work. And over time, the game has updated it. Like, it kind of improved, you know? Like, in a good way, it's improved. I'm honestly kind of happy for that. I'm really happy for that. For some of the changes to depths I've done. So yeah, I've got a road texture mod, so like, I guess my roads just don't look as bland. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I've got a few mods that kind of help. I don't really know what to do for some of the other ones, but you know, whatever. So I'm gonna keep myself not like that. Yeah, maybe not now actually. I think what I should do is make a bit of a hill, like a natural hill. That makes a lot of more sense. That is generally what you should do. Oh god, no, wait. Give me a sec. Oh crap. Wait, flat. Oh no, God's sake. What the hell am I doing? What the heck am I doing? What the... That's terrible. But this'll do, I guess you could say. Let me slightly change this. Something a bit better. 9% strong for Chloe though. That's quite decent. That's alright, and then I'll slightly just smoothen it, as you know. Like that. I think that's how you should sort of build junctions, not in a way that kind of looks like you're completely messing the hell out of it, you know? It's a bit of a strange thing to think about, but it's kind of how I think. Oh. This is generally the best way to do it, though. That looks a bit weird. How should I do it, then? Should I maybe some way keep my terrain, like, fully level? I think that's how you should do it in the first place. Yeah, so sort of do it like that first. So build your bridge. So build your bridge. That looks quite bad. Right, okay. If that's just not gonna work, then yeah, I guess. So I'm just gonna cross like this, and then I will try keep myself on sort of level. Like that. Now I'm going to build the slip road that links over to it. So what I should do is do that. Oh god, what the hell? And then I would kind of sort of go down like this, but obviously I will reverse it because that's kind of like what you're supposed to do. But just for this, I need to just turn it round. You need to turn these things round. Hey, oh, hey, yeah. I think it's better to have snapping on for this. It is. I think it's better for snapping to be on. That's just not gonna cut it. I need to go like that. Best I can do, but it kind of looks crap. Right, okay, let's just... Ooh, wait. Soften that, please. Soften the hell out of that. I want it to be really softened. Slow, please, if I could. What the hell is this? I don't know if that made things 10 times worse, but there's freaking world holes. I don't know. Maybe that's just not the way to go. And then what I'll do is add a bit of a... Right, how the hell do I... How do I elevate? What's kind of the way to do it? Like, elevation step. Yeah, that's just this thing. Right, okay, so that's gonna sort of work for this scenario. So, we don't have traffic lights here. Like, I know we don't. So, yeah, that's kind of what it's gonna start looking like for now. Obviously, until I'm able to get a dual carriageway, but I'm not gonna use it yet, really. I don't want to use a dual carriageway in this instance, because it just does not seem progressive this way. So, the best I can do here is build a bit more of a road, kind of going outwards. And I should do so two sides of this junction because, as you can see, our wind direction would go. So this is where the air pollution would go. From this side to the other. So the best I can do, the best area to build like an industry would be this side. It would be a slightly more sensible area to build an industrial estate. Then this side I can definitely do like a residential, maybe down there can also be like, maybe it could be a commercial zone, but that can definitely be residential. So, the best, yeah, that is quite a decent idea. And then, what I'll do is add a bit of a, it'll be like a junction. Anyways. Okay. Right. So, like that. Obviously you need to do it like that. And then you do a bit of a turn to your left. It kind of makes a lot of sense to do it like that, if you could. I'm not going to make it American style, don't worry, because I'm not that kind of person to do American roads. It just does not work out. I've got traffic mod as well, so that kind of helps. Then I will do a bit of a turn around like that. As you can see, that's what the end result is. It makes a lot more sense. And I've got a traffic light system here, so it kind of helps. So down this way will be more commercialist zone, and then down here will be more kind of residential. So I am now going to curve around the place. Do a few little curves here and there. What the? No, not in this. No. Hell no. I made a bit of a mistake. Mistakes really matter though, because it costs money. Right. It costs us a freaking fund. And then I will try make a like a little street if I could. Well, I don't think I can. I can't make like a little street. Oh yes, I can. I can do something like that, but that's an alleyway more like. But it still sort of counts as like a small street. Like this is more sort of main road territory. And then at the end, I will add a bit of a frigging hood. I would have one of them. Add a bit of a cul-de-sac, I guess. Maybe not as cul-de-sac, but similar to that. So I am now going to make a low density house system. So I'm going to build some houses along this straight. So we've got detached, terraced, semi-detached. I think the best place for terrace homes is maybe like here. Like, you know, like along the road, like the main road. Maybe like that. Then I build this up. Oh, I forgot. We need our electric. Okay. Then we'll maybe just go underground here, and we need a water source. So I think the best way to do this is this. We need to use this. But the problem is that we need like a road to do the whole thing, even though it just does not seem that necessary. I love the variety though. I kind of like the variety of like what you can use, you know? Like, I love having... Oh, yeah. So you could definitely... That's quite a lot. You could use water towers temporarily, or maybe this is not a hard one to get sort of connecting through, but yeah. Like that. Then you can definitely... Wait, is there an option where I don't need to use a road? No. No, you can't. It don't matter. So I'm gonna build like a promenade because it kind of follows along the coast. So yeah, I'm gonna make a slight like promenade road, and then we could probably do like an end spot like that. I'm gonna give it off. This gives off like Scarborough kind of vibes, you know, where the castle is. It makes a bit of a strange cornering turn. It's a bit like Scarborough, like similar like that. It seems a bit daft to do it like that. You know, it's strange, I guess you could say. And then, yes, you would probably build some houses. Then I will connect this road over here. Like that. There we go. And then I will build a... Oh, I need a drain system. Ooh, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, no. So... God, I hate doing this. I think the best place to put a drain system, a crappy dumping system, would be here. Alright, maybe like this. And then you would build this bit of road. Well, not really the road, but some of that along, like that. Perfect. So, yeah, we've got everything now connected. Now we're considered a village. We've got all this. So we've got some of the signature buildings. So we've got some petrol stations. So I'm gonna just literally just put one on the corner of the road. Then I'll make a pub, a literal pub, and I will put the pub here. Then we've got another pub. I'll put it along the coastline, and then the church in. I'll put it there. And another pub. I'm gonna leave pubs for now, but yeah, either way, we've got some pubs. Right, we're gonna put a couple of shops here. There's no British variant for a shop though, so yeah, that's kind of how it is. But, oh yeah, you technically can. Like, you've got a lot of different varieties. You got a large petrol station. I'm pretty sure you also get like a... I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a different kind. I don't know. Okay. I'm just thinking at this point. But, yeah. Well then, let's move in this. Is there any population? There is. We've got some population. No, we don't actually. That's just a freaking truck going from the pub. Well, none of this is even built yet. There's literally no one even freaking living there, and there's already a population. There's already... I don't know. Oh, it seems silly, doesn't it? How the hell do I have so many trucks? And yeah, this is the motorway. I'm gonna call this the M1. Or the motorway does not exist. M75. That's what I'll do. M75, M75. It's a bit annoying to do all that, but it's just does a lot, you know. Not like the A74 motorway, it's the M75, like the official motorway. Over there, it'll be the same when I expand to it. It's a bit annoying. M75. Oops. Oops. Alright, okay. At least a bit is put there. M75, then the whole same sort of thing continues. Slip road. Slip. Slip. Or should I just not name it anything? Slip. What the hell do I have to name? I don't know why I need to name it anything. Slip. It's a slip road. It's just not necessary. So we've got 5 points. So we can get that. We can get roundabouts as well. Anything else? Good question. There's not really for now. So what should I do then? Budget is a huge problem. So taxation. So residential tax rate. I should obviously just keep it the same a bit now, but services. How should I do this? Add a teeny bit more budget to it. Service efficiency. Obviously, I'm gonna slightly reduce some of these things. I do not understand this. I just don't. More consumption. Yeah, I don't know. And then some of these, I'm not sure. Taxation. Loans. Right, okay. We're mostly just wasting money though. There's no like really doing anything. What is kind of your point here? So service upkeeps. Service upkeeps consists of the service building's operating costs, building maintenance and resources, and use it to provide its service such as a fuel power plant and the wages of its employees. Service buildings only provide the amounts of each service required by the city at every given time, up to the maximum capacity. Accordingly, they only to employ the required number of employees at all times. To save on operating costs, it is possible to lower the quality of a service in the Services tab. The service at the Services tab. So I could probably make a bit more benefits. Like 80%. Service fee, go a bit down. Right, something like that, and yeah. I don't know if this is getting much better or much worse. I'm actually not too sure. Like, what's the current trend? Service upkeeps. So what's our current thing? So we've got taxes, service fees. Fees are paid by households and companies in exchange for using various services such as education, healthcare, and utilities. So I am going to add a medical centre. There we go. So now we are a medical practice. Should we maybe add the taxes a bit higher? It seems a bit weird, but I think that's kind of one of our only solved solutions at this point. If we kind of have nothing to really do. Jesus Christ, so much freaking demand. But yeah, we need to get this done. Get the rest of the terrace houses. Freaking hell, we already got some level 2 houses. We need density, medium density. I'll add like a couple. Why the hell? No. Why you have that kind of building? It's terrible. Oh god, traffic lights. There's no need for them. All they do is just cause more traffic. They're not really helping. None of it's helping. And most of the freaking population are taxes. I don't know why. What's the main upkeep stuff? So most of it's obviously taxes. But how do we go, like, fix this, though? So we need to think about it then. Service fees. Should we significantly reduce it? I think we should. Maybe to 50%. Don't know which is set right exactly. So yeah, we've got a big house, we've got a lot of terrace houses. Now we're just going to sort of expand some of our shops over down this way a bit. Now we've got a low number of customers. So now what there is now, there is a landfill and there is schools. I'm gonna add a small primary school. I need to put it where could the primary school go then? It has to be somewhere like along the residential zones. So I would add a road going out this way, heading over down that kind of route. Not too far with where the bloody wind turbines are. So we will probably end up doing a bit again of a dead end. See, we'll add a bit more to it like that. So yes, I'm gonna add a primary school on there. There we go. We've got a primary. Now children can visit and yeah. There's one student. Welcome. So, small elementary school, Egleville. I need to rename some of these areas so as well. Obviously, I need to do renaming. Bloody hell. Right. Now, what's the new thing going on now? Let's see another peak or something, but I don't know what it is. The same thing's just happening. Right. Lower the quality. Okay. That got a bit funny. Just unplugged. Right. Right. How long are we in the video? We are 31 minutes. We're half an hour in. Right, okay. Right, I'm a bit lost. I'm a bit confused. But can't quite do anything for it. So we've got 21, 24. It's gradually increasing. Yeah, we've got a population of 456 people. Interesting number. Right. Oh, we're getting a bit of an increase now. Oh, that's good. That's a good sign. Yeah, because what we need to do is, like, we need to think about it. But, unfortunately, what is the main problem with the students? Higher taxes. I kind of get that. Right, so, yeah, main priority of problems here is just employment. Ooh. Okay. Obviously, I do want a bit of a sort of. We want to be above the debt. So, turn this maybe by a couple of percent, like 13% maybe. And then high water fees. So if that's still -2, then I should kind of keep going. Maybe not actually. But as time goes on, it's not obviously going to be perfect for ages. But another problem is the high water fees. That's a bit much. 110%. Yeah, that's not as much of a problem. There we go. That's increasing. Perfect balance. There we go. So tragically, someone passed away. So we got the first dead person. It's Andrew Harding. R.I.P. to him. So we are gonna add a graveyard. We're gonna add a bit of a cemetery for the guy. So, we got bicycle ways now. We've got quite a few new updates. We got a lot of updates now, which is great. It's amazing. we got quite a few pretty decent life-changing updates. Okay, so yeah, so bicycle restriction. Obviously, the problem is like, where do you sort of cycle? It's a bit of a problem, that, because if you kind of genuinely think about it, the only sort of places you can cycle is like on a cycle path, like a trail or the road. Apparently, you can't cycle on pavements. It's a bit of a strange one. It kind of makes sense if it's like a very busy pavement, but like for a slightly empty pavement, they should allow you for that. Like, they shouldn't be telling you off for that. I don't at least understand some laws, but I guess it's sort of fair enough in some way. So, anyways, we're gonna add a graveyard. We're gonna add a parish church. Maybe not near a school. That's gonna be depressing. Let's put it on. We're gonna do a bit more of a carriageway. A bit more of a road. Oops. Move this up. And then add the church sort of there. Oops, wait, is that meant to happen? Oh god, I don't know. Ugh, no. I don't like the way that's placed. I'm sorry, but that's not great. Let's put the church maybe there. Yeah, it's a bit better. But we've got world holes. No. No, right, what do you do? Should I just build road here? Yes, so I'm gonna then add this church on here. That's not terrible, that's pretty alright. So, then we can add even more graveyards. Now we've got hearses on the way. Yep, drive the dead people. 81 Cozy Street. Is it this guy, Andrew? No, wait, no, someone's died here. Cozy Street? Who the frick calls a street that? That's not a very cozy street, it's actually a loud street. Should I make an A road out of this? I don't freaking know. A102. Yeah, A102. I don't freaking know what else to call it. I think I'll continue that as A102 as well. They can make that another A road. Maybe the A109. No. Yep, the A109 continues. Fairview Street. So, and then I will add, again, a bit more here. Then I will add more roads, more actual streets. Then I'll add some semi-detached. Maybe not right beside the school, but in front of the school will do. There's a world hall, but let's sort of just ignore that. Yep, children noises. Has people graduated? 1% dropout rate. Yeah, it's any students needing to go to a new school. Progression. No, I mean like... Oh, that's an advisor. Okay, what the hell? Well, once I get to a grand village, I'm going to obviously start naming places, if I could. I should probably add some industrial area then for this. Kind of continue it on. Then I'll build a bit of that. Honestly, most of my roads in freaking industrial areas are always the worst, because who freaking cares about these areas? No one really cares about industrial areas, no one really goes in them. We always go into residential places, not the bloody crappy industrial. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna kind of take it one at a time. We can just put a bit of that in there, bit of that in there. Water will be contaminated though, so I could definitely use that for water. Let me get a groundwater pumping station. Right, what's the current problem? Right, service upkeeps, which is still quite bad right now. Maybe it's a bit of a lower budget. Do we need rubbish? I think we do. I'll increase that. Okay, there's a bit less of a population increase. 772. So yeah, population's getting a bit slower. Two people birth, 5 people die. That's not good. That's not very good, isn't it? That's not very good. There's more of a population increase, but oh, right, okay, it's also benefiting us. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Taxes, generally. But this is going down. High taxes. I need to add some parks. I need parks. Actually, no, I don't need parks. Oh, I forgot. That's not even unlocked yet. So yeah, we've got dual carriageways now. We've got large roads. We've got some of that. So yeah, trumpet roundabouts. We've got all these junctions. We probably don't really need. We'll probably try and make them ourselves. But so we've got some of that. Now, we need a bit more commercial zones. We need more commercial. That's kind of what we're freaking crying for at this point. Right, okay. So we've got more. Then I will probably add a hotel here. Now it's a large village. That's not even a village if it has a freaking tall building. That's not how villages work. It makes no sense, doesn't it, though, sometimes? It don't. Like, it generally just doesn't. Then, yeah, that road's just going to link with this. Yeah, that's freaking bad. What the hell's that? Right, let me delete this. Oops. Oh no. Let's do it. There's no literal demand for it. No, I don't want it facing that way, mate. Oh, for God's sake. I'll just make it thing 100 times worse than usual. Oh God. I guess I'll make a bit more hotels around along the promenade. 81 Park Street. That's not Park Street. Why have they changed it? Why has the name changed? Right, A102. Freaking put the junction in, mate. That's ridiculous. Again, rename this to A102. No, not this. Oh, crap. Right. Maybe naming roads isn't necessary. None of it's gonna work. Park Street. Just keep it as that. Just only label motorways, that's it. I don't even need. That's what I mean though, like sometimes I'm just not very happy with the way they just rename the roads for any reason, or like I can't really make a custom name out of it. It makes no sense though, to me. Yeah. There's quite a bit of a gap there, I should probably fill that up. Right, like that. Crosswind Lane. Why the hell are we not built there? Where do we get more? Some pretty nice looking houses. This is semi-detached as well. That's not semi-detached, that's full. Oh my god. This is one of the places where I just should cover this up with vegetation. That's just what I should do. Add like a random customizer. I hate when I don't want baby trees, I want fully grown trees. I know it does not cost money to get trees round. Now we need a fire station and a police station. Fire station then. We're gonna add one down, of course, the industrial zone. Yeah. Because this is where most likely fires will happen at. Industries. And then police stations. We will add one in this area. That's of the other end. But again, I also need to turn down my fees. We do like 74%. I think fire station generally does not need much. It does not get on fire much often. I'm getting significantly more money. Then let's add a bit more. Just trees. Trees kind of work out, don't they? I should probably add a bit more trees beside, because obviously, we need to cover the city so we don't get too freaking noise polluted. Plus motorways. It's like the cities are invisible to me. If I go down a motorway, for some reason, everything just looks freaking like not there. Like it don't look like there's a city there, but it does. You know, that's how much motorways and nature really covers it. It's kind of weird, really. I find it weird to me. But I just can't see the city generally. But of course, here you can. Got a store truck heading to Milton. There's also going to Milton. Where's that going? Where's that going? Where's that going? Why is no one going to freaking... Oh, good sake. No one ever goes. That's sad. I think the most used road was here. This bloody slip road. That is like never used. Oh, that for once it's used. Go on, bus. Sounds are quite good. This sounds actually kinda do sound good. I'm happy. What's going on here? Lack of labor. The company cannot find enough employees. That sucks. Right then. What's sort of the idea here then? Should I again maybe make a bit of a road? Like a residential area? Not generally the best idea, but like it may work. Plus it'll probably help. I need to go a bit more down to the north. Then we need to like seriously cover it up with trees, because there's literally an industry like next to it. Like the air is going to be kind of contaminated, so I'm sorry for these people who live there. Obviously I'm not going to build any houses on this side, I'm just going to do it sort of inwards. I will add a couple of buildings like that. Then I can do some terraced. I'll do some terrace homes. Right, okay. So we've got mostly old people. Got some old people around this area. How old is she? She's retired. Who's one of these people to look like follow along? 2018 and you're an old person. How does that work? Oh, okay, that's good. Then I should get a high school. I need a secondary school as well then. We got suburban. I don't know why the hell I had that elementary school. I could have used something completely different. So 330,000, we need to get a secondary school. How the hell am I gonna do this? At this point, the best place for freaking high school is... I don't want to put it next to a primary school though, that's just daft. I'll have to replace it with this zone with the secondary school. I'll need to add some bus services as well for it. You definitely need some bus routes. I add freaking 100% if I could. Yeah, not much has changed. Not much is even changing. Should I add also a transformer station? I think I should. I'll put like one there. But whatever is powering electricity is it's the wind turbines. They're doing their job. They're doing it quite well, honestly. They're doing it pretty well. So of course some industries. Then what we should probably do is add some livestock. We need to add sort of more to it. So we need some land fertility. So what I'm going to do here is add something there. I'm going to do a whole farm here to earn us money. But is that even like the right way? I don't know why the hell I was going this way then. I don't really get it. There we go. Now we are just going to build a farm road. Oops. Right. Go around like this. Over to here. There we go. How long are we in the video? I bet we've been like over an hour. Oh, 57 minutes. I think we're probably about to end the video in like a minute now. I think we're about to end the video in a minute. More than it is pretty decent, but high taxes is quite a big problem. But since my taxes are really gone mad, like it's really made my money, I am going to lower it. The best I can do here is lower it to make my people a bit happier by like 2%. But I don't think this is going to upkeep. This is not going to make things worse, I don't think. Monthly balance is 125,000, which is a lot. 276. That is insane. That's freaking insane. Now it's just -1, but it is better than nothing. So we need a demand for another petrol station. I'll put one literally around the corner, like here. No, I should not put that there. That's terrible. I need to put it literally just before that kind of thing. That's also not right. I think I should just put it right next to the bloody thing there, like that. Perfect. There we go. So we are about to end the video here. On the Steam Cloud, please. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you. I'll see you late. I'll see you tomorrow. So we're gonna do Nimby Rails tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know what we're doing for Nimby Rails. I think we may be expanding to Manchester. I might expand to Manchester tomorrow. Yeah, I think I might expand to Manchester tomorrow. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I'm gonna give a City Skylines 2 a chance, and honestly, I think it may be a decent series until traffic occurs. Then my mind's just gonna change. It's possibly gonna change if traffic goes a bit mad, but there's so many different methods we can do to, well, try reduce the traffic and the problems. But the really good stuff so far is the government system. I'm maintaining it quite well, and yeah, we're maintaining the system. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later. See yous.